Thinking Game Podcast. You got Peel Shiesty in the house.
Yep.
We got Jay
Peel
in the house.
Shiesty in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Did he make a first day out? Did he make a song first day out?
You know it. You know it. And it's tough.
Oh, get out of here, man.
Man, beat out Mariah. What you talking about? Beat out Mariah. What you talking about?
So, Thinking Game, it's cold out there today, y'all.
I'm just messing with y'all.
It's
I'm just messing with
cold
y'all.
out there today.
He's
So
fat.
today's podcast, do you know who you are? Dealing with yourself. As young men, as men, you can run from everybody else, but you can't run from yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking Game, the more that you think, the better you will become. And Thomas Sowell, I think this is going to be part of our thing. Thomas Sowell, I seen, he said, it doesn't matter how smart you are unless you stop and think. You can have all the intelligence in the world, but if you don't use it, you just wasted it.
Yeah, it's like a gun they can't shoot.
So, getting right into it. Realistic or cap, I just seen this pop up, and we're going to do a screenshot too on it. It says Arkansas is the fifth ranked in neediest states. Y'all agree or disagree?
Oh no!
I mean,
the numbers.
You can't argue with the numbers if that's what the stats say. That's what it is. But you can feel a different way. But that don't change the numbers. If we got a lot of rural areas, people living below the poverty line.
Little Rock, though. They're not saying Arkansas. They're saying Little Rock.
It's a lot of.
Well, you should say Arkansas, but yeah, it's a lot of. A lot of people are living below the poverty line, and they keep raising the rent of apartments higher, but people aren't making more money, so that's going to lead to poverty.
Let's check out the video real quick. See what they're talking about.
As part of a plan to cut federal spending, House Republicans are eyeing SNAP, the nation's largest food assistance program.
We have to be better and smarter and more intentional about how we're spending that money.
Republicans are preparing to cut billions from the food program. The plan also includes stricter work requirements and shifts more responsibility to states.
That's the wrong video. Let me go to the actual page. That's the wrong video.
But
goes into it, though. It says, I'll read it. It says a study measured the impact of poverty, ranked Little Rock as the fifth neediest city in America. The study by the consumer finance site Wallet Hub used 28 key economic indicators across 180 cities to determine rankings. Indicators included child poverty, food insecurity, uninsured rates, to produce rankings in two categories: economic well-being and health and safety. Little Rock ranked fifth, with 17th in economic well-being and 6th in health and safety, for a total of 53.87. The score placed the capital city between the 4th-ranked Cleveland, Ohio, and 6th-ranked Gulfport, Mississippi. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, that actually is pretty crazy. Detroit, Michigan, on the shore of Lake Erie, was ranked first in the study as the most needy city in the country.
That is crazy how they shut down so many jobs and do all this, and then they come back around like 20, 30 years later, like, oh, that didn't work.
I wonder why these people are needy, and you took all the jobs in a situation like that. When you look at it, like the other video you was I can't remember, but the other video you was mentioning, we are a red state, right?
Yep.
You know, so all these people, but we in poverty. You know, our city is number 5. You know, and y'all keep voting the way y'all voting. Y'all ain't seen good results in years.
Yeah.
Who's putting food or money in your pocket, food in your belly? You know,
because it ain't just black people. It's more white people than black people. People don't realize.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a red state.
Like when I'm going to work, I see more of white people walking down the street than I do see black.
Man,
And I live in a predominantly black neighborhood, and I see more.
like
you see, you live in the Apple neighborhood, but you see a lot of oranges. But
100%.
And just what I saw this past weekend. Like I was trying to tell you, like, yeah, people got money. They holding on to it.
Okay, let's do it. This is the perfect time to show it. People got money, right? They said the average income. Let me go back a couple slides. Let me turn this off. They were saying the average income of a two-family household was like 60,000. But that's two people. 61,000. Two people. You divide it by two, $30,672. Young kids, listen to how this break down. So monthly, you get paid $2,556. Bi-weekly, you get paid $1,179. This is not including benefits coming out. This is just straight up pay. Y'all agree?
Yeah.
Agree?
Numbers don't lie.
No, I don't agree.
Huh?
No, I don't agree.
You don't think that's how much it is? The math?
No, I'm talking about take home.
Yeah. Now, this is less than that. Actually, that's being nice. That's less than it. If you got utility, insurance coming out.
Oh, because I can't see.
If you got insurance coming out, especially if you got a family plan, you ain't bringing home $1,100, bro. You can forget about it.
No, you bring home $1,100 easy.
No, I'm talking about after insurance come out. This is before.
Yeah.
No.
You can break. And
how
much do health insurance cost? Average.
It depends on what coverages you have.
That's what I just said. If you will pin on this ain't including insurance coming out.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could see that.
Okay, well, even if you see that, let's look at this, right? If you bring home that the average bill, according to Google, it could be more, it could be less. Some people don't have gas, some people do. I got gas. I got old school house, I got gas. Lights $138. That's probably a single person. If you got a family, that could be easily $200.
Oh,
you got a family of 4, everybody running iPads and whatever else, Wi-Fi and stuff, and internet. It could be easy, you know what I'm saying? More than that. Gas, $80. That's probably gonna go up if you got a gas house wintertime. You running heat. So that could easily be $90 to $100. Water, $60. That's if you're single. What if you got 4 kids? What if you got a house, it's you, your wife, and you got 4 girls, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Water bill gonna be
That water bill gonna be crazy.
Rent mortgage. They said the average rent is $995. And they said the average mortgage now, like 2 years, this was 2 years ago. Average mortgage $1,700.
Yeah.
Man, if just off the rent would eat into your check, man. You know what I'm saying? Phone bill. You got a cell phone. They said the average cell phone bill $141. And that's steadily going up. I mean,
that's a good deal
for a cell phone.
I'm gonna say that's with a few lines, like with the mortgage. My mortgage is not that high. Nowhere near it.
That's why I said this 2 years ago. People who get into the housing market now, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to talk to the young kids. Like, if we go get a house now, your mortgage is probably going to be somewhere in that ballpark from 9 to probably 17, man.
But they pay that. They pay that in just the rent, so it might balance out. You know what I'm saying? At least you'll be, striving towards ownership of something.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Like your rent and mortgage, they're not too far from each other.
Yeah. And the total, just the basic bills, total is $1,494. We ain't got to the extra bills yet. So if it's $1,494 and you trying to pay, I ain't even got to the car note yet. I'm talking about just showing how people pay bills. What check to check look like. If you divide it up into 2, you you paying $747 every 2 weeks. And you got $432 left over. Now you got to make $432 last until the next check. Are we on the same page?
And we ain't even went to the club yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's if you single, you probably can make it last forever. But if you got a family though, man, kids don't eat Tyson chicken patties, man. Like grown people do when they broke. You gonna try to tell your kid?
That's the problem right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
but I'm saying most kids ain't mentally ready to understand this. This is why we tell you to make good decisions when you get out of high school, so you don't be stuck in this cycle. Because once you get started, some people it take a while. I know it took for me a while to get out of. You know what I'm saying? It take a while. You got to really.
Guess what? And you didn't even start yourself in it. We was in high school in it, in the same in this situation. You know, I didn't have no kids. I didn't make no bad choices, but I was in there.
Yeah. So here are the other bills. Car note, average car note. That's what they said 2 years ago. The average car note, $815. The groceries, this being conservative, $200. That's being conservative now. I mean, you can spend $200 just buying like 5 items in the grocery store, and then go get some toilet tissue and toothpaste and stuff like that. You at $200. You know what I'm saying? Insurance for the car, $206. Medical, they said average medical for a family like $400. Like dental, vision, all that together. For your car, if you got a car, $120 in gas, that could be like $60 a week or something like that. Leisure activities, if you got enough, and all that's $1,800 plus your basic bills. That's what I'm trying to get kids to understand. Plus your basic bills. And that's why it's hard for people out here. Like it could be the neediest because this is your basic bills plus the other bills. You're looking at almost $3,000. I said, oh well, I can get a cash car. Even if you take the car note off the $800, you're still looking at $2,400. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, can we agree on that's about how much the minimum it take to live as an adult. The minimum it take to live as an adult. Can you cut costs somewhere? You probably can, but it's gonna be tough though. It's still gonna be ain't gonna be easy.
You
just be no easy way out. You know,
you just limit on what you when you got extra, you know, you limit on what you spend, you know.
For sure.
Like I don't know if people watch Everybody Hates Chris, but they dad is the perfect example.
They be like, you cheap. The screen is black. I don't know. Can y'all see the screen?
Yeah.
Y'all can?
Yeah, the number. Did you switch it?
No. It's cool. It was 7:35. Okay, she said, if it is, it's cool. We'll fix it when we can repost it later. But what I will say is the kids got to understand that being able to go without until you can get it. Sometimes you ain't gonna be able to get everything up front. You know what I'm saying? Because you just don't make enough. You just can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? When you say you can't afford it, that's what they mean. Like you really can't afford to do a lot of get into financial trouble or extra trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Let me go get my daughter real quick. Because I'm about to sit. Hold up. But go finish though. Hold on.
No, you good. And another thing we was talking about this is man, the owning a house that people don't tell you, they can put you in poverty quick. The maintenance that pops up. You got to pay your mortgage, pay all these bills, and then the hot water heater go out. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the hot water heater. You know what I'm saying? And then some simple break. It sounds simple, then you got to fix it. Like the something happened in the bathroom, like something happened on the toilet, and then you call the plumber. He talking about $60 an hour. You know what I'm saying? It take him 3 hours. He end up filling around or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I can see how easily, if you're not paying attention, it can put you in a weird place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real fast. So, getting back to the actual show. Another let me take this off real quick. Another stat that popped up that I seen, it said several studies indicate that 85% of Americans suffer from low self-esteem based on a study. I think it was like maximum.com or something like that. They did on like people's psyche and stuff like that. That's why this podcast, like, we're dealing with yourself. That's what we're going to talk about. You agree with that?
Yeah, I do agree with it, but it's like our sense of normal is
Oh yeah.
skewed. So
Yeah.
we all supposed to think we supposed to wear designers. If I'm wearing not wearing designer, if I'm not 180 pounds, I'm overweight. Society's telling me I'm fat. My jobs and everybody's saying I don't make enough. So how are you supposed to see yourself? I see Donald Trump and Elon Musk on TV. I'm not them, so I
Yeah.
don't make enough. I don't um, look good enough. I don't wear good enough clothes. I don't drive a good enough car. Nothing in my life is good enough because I'm always seeing better on TV. That
Mm.
messes up my self worth
Mm.
because we value these things. I don't have anything that I'm taught to value. So, of
Yeah.
course, my self esteem and self value is going to be low.
Yeah, and I think too, an environment you grew up in, like I know, well, how we came up in school. Some dudes can develop tough skin and handle the roasting and stuff like that. And some dudes don't. You know, some people probably still holding on to that stuff now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Even we in our
Yeah.
40s. You know what I'm saying? I don't think about none of that stuff. That's so fun to me, but I don't think about none of it. It was what it was. That was the time, but not everybody process information the same. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm real cheap. Like I shouldn't be that cheap ever. Like
I am. I'm with you.
like
I'm with you.
like I buy some $13 pair of Rustler jeans.
Oh yeah,
And about
100%.
and
And they
about
fit
five
just as well.
t-shirts.
They
About
fit just as
five
well.
t-shirts.
Exactly.
I I shop at Plato's Closet if I need some collar shirts.
Oh yeah. I
And
go to
bro,
the I go to the Goodwill stores on the rich side of town, like on Canterwood, and
uh,
what's the name? Get suits and stuff, man.
there's some nice polos in here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
You
no,
probably
but
find all kind
some
of quarter
people,
zips in there now. Hmm?
some people can't stand to look at themselves knowing
mm,
I had to go to Goodwill. I'm wearing Rustlers. I don't feel good about myself because I'm wearing Rustlers.
Yeah.
Oh, this a polo shirt, but I got it from Goodwill. This self-esteem, that's how you value yourself. It doesn't bother us, but it's still a problem in every community
Yeah.
yeah.
because it's self-esteem. It's
Yeah.
not how you really look. It's not how you really feel. It's how you think you feel, and that's crazy. And
Mhm.
Yeah. Some people low self-esteem because they can't get over something they did in the past. Like they don't realize like you got to redeem yourself. Like you have to forgive yourself and give yourself grace. And sometimes something that happened in the past, some people just can't really like, get over that, or some accident that happened, you know what I'm saying? Or, if I would have just
yeah,
told so and so to put a seatbelt on when we had a wreck, he probably would still be living. Some people struggle with that,
Yeah.
something.
and that causes a lot of substance abuse.
Yeah.
Because we think people use drugs to have fun. Some people just drink to
Yeah.
forget or
I don't know
smoke
Yeah.
to
what's
forget.
fun. I don't know what's fun about sticking a needle, trying to find your vein and stick a needle in it. I don't know what's fun, but some people may think that's fun, but
It's
some
not
people
I
fun. They're
don't think
trying to
it's
think
forget.
it's fun.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make a point. Like I'm trying to get kids to understand. I don't think it's enough fun about smoking
But
a glass pipe, but it's burning your lips, man. You know what I'm
but
saying?
like I was watching the 21 Savage and what you call it uh interview
Yeah,
Big Bang. It was like everything comes in a certain wave. Like back in the day, they was on that heroin,
yeah,
and then it went to cocaine,
man.
then it went to
Freebasing, and then it went to
crack,
crack. Yeah,
and then it was weed always been jumping too, like they said, and then it
yeah,
went to the syrup, and now it's the pills. Pills are they way more dangerous, you
Because
know.
everything it
anything
gets
you.
stronger.
The thing is, anything that you put into your body that's not natural, it could be dangerous. Anything. You got to know that just starting off. You know what I'm saying? It's called a drug for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It
But
ain't natural. Even when you smoke, smoking is not natural for your lungs. You
yeah,
putting smoke in your lungs,
yeah.
whether
And
it's
these
weed,
drugs
cigarettes, or anything. You know what I'm saying? I
Hey.
mean,
are getting more potent.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Every
But
generation.
yeah, What's that? Peace pipe, crack pipe, son.
I know. They all go there, but it still mess your lungs up. Though. Smoke. I don't think smoke is not meant to go through your lungs. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
know. It hit you.
I mean, you die from smoke. You can,
Hey,
just like in a fire, you die from smoke. And what's the name? Too much smoke, you die, right?
it's medicinal purposes for everything, you know.
However you want to put it. But just know, anything you put into your body that ain't natural is a risk, whether medicinal or not.
Whether it's natural or not.
What's those chips? Remember those chips? Those wild chips? If you eat these chips, it may cause leakage. Remember that?
Olean.
What's the difference?
A surge.
People still was buying them though. Even though it's on the back of the bag.
Drink a surge. Oh man.
Yeah, no. People still was buying surge.
Oh no.
But it ain't no different than weed, though. I mean, like I'm saying, you put some people I've seen, they smoke so much, they just smoke so much weed in their life. When they blow the smoke out, it ain't even the same color it went in. It come out a different color. So
but I will.
Their lungs look like, you know.
I will say this: have you ever known a crackhead to die from crack? I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen a crackhead die from crack.
Well, maybe one year, 1 or 2 die of a heart attack every now and then, but they wasn't smoking.
That's when they
from
quit.
cocaine. Yeah, you're right. And that's another truth. He just said it. He just said it.
So, man, they quit. Dang. I'm over smoking 40.
I'm trying to find a video of 50 real quick.
40 years. That was it quit. Damn.
But yeah, man.
I'm trying to bring my daughter in here, but she being chatty patty with them little.
Being chatty patty. Yeah, that's funny. So the next one, learning what you're good at. This is a thing I tell any young bull, man. You got to learn what you're good at so you can know what direction to go in. So when I ask y'all this, how does a person find out what they have the advantage in? How did y'all find out what did y'all have an advantage in? A lot of times in the inner city, you find out the wrong way. A lot of them, probably about 30-40% of the time.
Yeah.
You find out you fast because when you stole it, ran from the cop, you couldn't catch.
Oh shit!
Man, I can run a 4.2. He didn't catch me. I probably
notice you didn't get tired either. Everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. You find out you're a good salesman because you're selling dreams. You got the chops. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't got nothing else to test it on. That's the thing people don't realize. When you in the city, you don't have nothing but your proximity, pretty much, to test your stuff on whatever you find out what you're good at. You know what I'm
saying? That's just life in general. And you learn a lot of stuff, trial and error and by experience. You know, you do stuff. Nobody double negative, nobody never. But nobody learn anything by just standing in one spot. You do stuff, you make mistakes, but you learn and you recover. And you notice this mistake, I'm really good at recovering from this. So you never know what your skills are going to be. You just keep living and trying things.
Yeah, and that's what I always like. You hear it a lot. Like you're just born in a different era. Like if you think about it, like damn, boy, they couldn't pay me to be born during this time later on in life. I said, man, y'all got it easy. When I say got it easy, I don't want to say just like flat out got it easy. I said, but a lot of stuff that y'all got, it's right there at your fingertips. We literally had to work for it every time.
Yeah, still do.
You got to learn how to communicate. But I also learned, this is what I also learned with during that COVID year. They missed out on probably like almost 3 or 4 years of communication, learning how to communicate. And everything was just by like phone. I said, man, it kind of put a dent in a lot of things.
You know what's crazy though, Peel? I'm pretty sure we all seen it. It's dudes that we know in the inner city that's been living longer, like 60, 70, and they wasn't good at communication. You know what I'm saying?
They were good. It was just wrong communication.
Nah, they wasn't good at it. They weren't good.
I can't speak for
you. But you made an interesting point about they had it easy versus us having hard. But comparison is the thief of joy, right? Because everybody want to compare their life. Easy and hard is just an illusion created by your experiences. And you compare your upbringing to their upbringing. All you got to do is this and that. Well, take that knowledge that you have, apply it to yourself 20 years ago. You can't do it. It's impossible. So trying to enlighten them with your experiences, but you can't because they haven't lived them.
One thing I think that's common across all generations, though. You can have the talent, but you still got to put in the work, regardless of what generation you in. I mean, you can be the greatest singer, but if you don't go in the studio and make the records, it's not gonna never get off. You know what I'm saying? Just like Jordan, he had the talent, but if he didn't go in the gym and work on his game, he wouldn't have probably been the greatest player. You know what I'm saying? Even now, you got all the information. You got all the information at your fingertips, but it don't take away from the work. Even with AI can give you all the stuff, but you still got to execute it. You know what I'm saying?
You win a lot. You win a lottery. You still got to work hard. To keep it. So
it's that commitment to keep your money. People don't realize that when you make $10 million, you got to maintain it. How do you manage $10 million if you can't manage $1,500?
Different problems. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. When the government gonna take half of it, and then how do you have the discipline when you feel like you can buy anything now? You know what I'm saying. Then you're gonna go buy a house in the Heights, and you don't realize the annual taxes on it after you buy it. Still $20,000 a year after you pay the house off.
Like long as you and that's kind of like what they the new generation is looking at. Like we were more so like, let's own some stuff, and they looking at it like, why would I sit up there and try to own something the whole time you never really own it? Because if you get default on your taxes, they can take it.
And that's where we kind of give them the missing pieces. And it's like, why would you buy a Hellcat that when you buy it at 80,000, 5 years from now, the car, you probably be lucky if you can sell it for 10. You know what I'm saying? Instead of buying some land and make sure. But this is the thing too, right? Before you own something, you gotta have the knowledge and the money in place so you can make the commitment to own something. That's the thing we not teaching them too. We just saying own, but how do you get in position to own what you can own and maintain instead of just saying own? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're living in a society where ownership is an illusion, right? So back in the days, we bought albums. Now you just buy a subscription and you basically borrow music and you pay months to have access to music. You don't own any of the songs Apple Music lets you listen to.
Right.
And you don't own a video game because you download them. Like I think it was Amazon. They said you don't own the movie. Not Amazon. It was some Fandango or something like that. You bought a movie for $24, and then 2 years later you don't have that movie anymore. Now they sold the rights to that movie. No, I paid $24 cash for a movie I should have forever. No, they sold the rights, so you don't own that no more.
Yeah.
How does that make sense? So ownership and buying things has evolved. So you got to know really what you're getting.
But that's
so. Let me ask y'all this. Go ahead, Pierre. Before I ask the question.
I was about to say that that login means everything. That's your ownership.
Yeah. Here's the thing too, right? When you talk about like what we was talking about earlier, as a community, why we can't align with each other. I don't even know why we can't align with each other. You just can't. But when you do stuff like that, we don't realize like if we had a group of developers, man, you can make your own Netflix, but one person can't do that. It takes a scale of people to do that kind of stuff. But you have to be aligned though. Like you have to be on the same plane, because if you're not aligned, when the money starts coming in, people are gonna start saying, well, I think I deserve more than this person. I think I deserve more than this person. Why I can't get paid this? Why I can't get paid that? You know what I'm saying?
I deserve.
Yeah. I should have the sound effect. I gotta find that one. But yeah, the second question is, think about like in basketball terms or in sports, like dealing with people, is it wrong if a person cannot defend what you're good at? Like when you know that you're good at something in the real world, is it wrong if a person can't defend that? Like if you're good, like at like say with people good at warehousing, is it wrong that somebody can't defend against that? I don't think it is. If you know what your advantages are, you got to work those advantages to get closer to things that you want to get to as far as being stable and successful. Because there's gonna be some people out there that's gonna be competitive, try to defend your
Yeah,
skills. But
it's like a little fish in a small pond type thing. You got to
yeah,
take advantage of while you have them. Like nobody can defend you in Little Rock, but as soon as you move up to the next level, you might just be regular. So
yeah, that's true.
you
See
gotta
that in
take
real life.
advantage while you got it, because it
Yeah.
might be on the next day, or
I
they
guess what
may
I'm trying
come
to
out
say,
with a
don't feel
program.
bad that you have an advantage over people in something that's positive. Some people they feel they kind of have like that survivor's
Positive and
remorse.
positive and negative, because nobody has an advantage forever. Take
Right.
advantage of it while you got a chance.
Exactly. Don't do
Because
Diddy. Don't do the
tomorrow,
Diddy way though. Don't do it the Diddy way.
yeah,
Don't
because
do it.
you can be feasting, and then you can be, man. Well, I remember when it first came out, I was the only one doing it. Now everybody doing it. You got to
Yeah.
take advantage
yeah,
of your opportunity when you get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like like when I used to put my face on everybody. I was like, okay, I got some. But then when everybody started using, I was like, okay, now I got to figure out something else.
You should have kept doing that
Yep.
too. I think you should have kept doing that too though.
No, but that's the thing. Like I still do it,
Yeah.
but like you gotta you gotta keep going. Like you just
Oh,
can't you just can't become stagnant. Like
but I think that's the thing. Sometimes I think when you listen to highly successful people, there's like really they do the same thing over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like they tell you that they do the same thing over and over. They may add to it, but it's still the same process. They just add more stuff to it, but it's the same thing. Kind of like with Apple, the same interface, the same phone. They just do the same thing over
Saying,
and over.
Jesus Christ. I mean, when I was in high school, they home screen looks
Yeah,
the same.
same thing.
Somebody can come back in time from 20 years ago and work an iPhone. No
And
problem.
people try to copy them, but they so good at it, what they do over and over, that even though they try to copy it, it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? They kind of implanted people. That's all I'm saying.
And
Feel like
yeah, and then
you
brand
good at doing
loyalty
it,
is
but
the
just
thing too.
yeah,
Do your thing, do it right, and
do it right.
yeah.
nobody can steal it.
No,
Yeah.
they like they can steal it because I've seen it happen quite a few times.
Oh yeah, they do it with the AI thing. What I did the kung fu movies, a lot of dudes doing the kung fu movies on the Soma app.
But it also shows you
Yeah, you're a trailblazer.
just because we in Arkansas doesn't mean that people elsewhere don't have kind of the same idea, but they
Oh yeah,
have, and it shows you like we just born in this region.
yeah.
I tell people all this all the time, and I use this as an example. What do Starbucks sell?
Mhm. Coffee.
What's
They
the
sell
coffee?
experience. They sell experience. That's
They
what I thought.
say,
But they sell coffee,
They're
right?
aesthetic.
They
They're
didn't
aesthetic.
no, they
No,
didn't invent coffee. They
mm-mm,
didn't.
no.
nah,
There's something that already exists, but we're gonna do this one thing. Then we're gonna
mhm,
sell the experience. We gotta get the baristas.
Yeah,
Food
they
at
sell
Starbucks
culture.
comes in little package. It's
It's,
microwavable food.
yeah, culture too though. It's like a culture thing
man.
too. It's weird. Yeah, it's a culture
Yeah,
thing.
you can whatever you value and whatever name you wanna put on it that
Yeah,
values makes 10 cents worth of coffee costs $10.
Mhm.
Whatever it is you say it is,
It's the
that's
product.
what you're buying. You
yeah.
know, why can't you do that? Find that in your your vein. You said
Yep.
know what you're good at. Find your Starbucks. Find your coffee.
Yeah,
Right.
Make
and and like one of the things that I'm, big enough to do, and I'm kind of seeing like how it's kind of transition. I was like, man, I'm starting. You know what? I'm gonna start working on cartoons a little bit more because I did it when I was in Texas.
Yeah.
But the computer, something happened, and I had to get a different computer. I was like, you know what? I see that. That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then what I learned in IT is, man, when you doing stuff like that, it's so important to document like how you did it, because you just never know what happened. You can always go back to it and say, I
Yeah, I
did this,
probably
this, and
should
this.
do that a little more.
And then, yeah, I do it all the time at work, but I do stuff for something at work because I may do one thing at work and I might not see it again for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to remember it either. I just put it in a little text editor thing and I just go back. When I did it, oh, that's what I did. Okay, cool. Now I know what I did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, pick one since we talking about individuals, right? Who had the most craziest self mentality, Tony Montana or Nino Brown?
Define crazy.
The craziest, Tony Montana, as far as the zealous way to get into the top. I mean, he pretty much watched the dude get hung from a helicopter, man.
And get cut up in the shower.
Then killed the dude that took his wife with the sling. Nino, man, oh my God. I mean, man, dude was the muscle. When he started selling crack, man, he's boy totally lost it, man.
Nino was more systematic.
Seeing that getting custom fitted the suits, he got through selling. Oh, was he ever at the apartments after he first took it over? I don't think he was ever at the apartment. He had them.
No, he can't. No, he was there at the startup of it, but
yeah, at the startup of it. But after that, yeah, he was getting custom suits by the Nigerian. What do you need, sir?
Oh,
then with Nino, G Money girl, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
I gotta go. I gotta go with Nino. I can't go against him.
Too. You know, I like Tony Montana. I'm gonna go with Nino too.
I'm gonna go with Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony was crazy. Yeah, he was crazy, man.
Like
I said no kiss, man.
You know. It says the most craziest self mentality. Like,
yeah, he wigged out.
If it's crazy now, like, if you be doing only about crazy, I would go with Tony Montana. You know, I like Nino better, but when you talking about crazy mentalities, I was going. I can too, but you said crazy self mentality.
Yeah,
gotta go.
Pick one. Whoever you want to pick, though. It's no right or wrong answer. Whoever you want to pick. There's no right or wrong answer.
I think Tony was the craziest. Me personally, I like Nino. I would go with Nino.
Yeah.
Because he did. I was about to say
with the grenade launch on the bottom. I was like, man, you talking about being ready, man? He was ready. What if I said OP? My bad.
Man, and then I had to think about. I was like, man, he did put a little girl in front of him to keep from getting shot himself. I said, man, that got to be. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no code. This is better.
Sent his goons after the mob, man. He went on the bikes, man. They just pulled up with the.
But that's honorable. But Peel was talking about something that wasn't.
To go after the mob back then, that was crazy.
That was honorable and crazy. To send up to organized, structured crime family.
Because you went in hiding after that. You know, he was at the girl house when he went in hiding after that. When he killed the mob.
I'm still gonna go with Tony though.
I'm gonna stay with Nino, but I get Tony too. They both were crazy in their own right. They both was crazy.
Yeah.
Because remember, New Jack City first started, he hanging dude off the roof. See you, wouldn't want to be.
You gotta realize what line of work they in, you know. So
boy, for real. All right. Now we get into dealing with yourself. How do you set the bar for yourself as a grown man? Like you're talking to a young kid, how do you set a bar for yourself? Sometimes I think that's the thing. You really have to deal with yourself in life. Like, how do you set a bar, like something to do in order to get to the next step?
But I think when people set the bar for yourself, a lot of people get discouraged because they set the bar for themselves too high. 2 years, I should be able to graduate from college. Sir, you're a freshman. Like 2 years, no, you can't. I'm going to take 27 hours, you know. No. Piece by piece, brick by brick. Make small steps. Who cares if you took 50
it's like
steps?
Lifting weights. Do you think you can lift 225? It's like lifting weights, right? You think you can lift? That's a lot of weight to lift. You better make sure you can lift it.
and then you don't live to 25, and then
No, exactly.
you spend 3 months depressed because Mike can be 225 and you couldn't, and
Yeah.
you depressed for 3 months, then you didn't do nothing for 3 months, and but feel sorry for yourself, and then at least you're depressed again. That's another 3 months, 6 months feeling sorry for yourself.
That's a
Set
good analogy
realistic,
in life. Yeah.
set
That's,
realistic expectations and grow little by little. You know.
that's a good analogy in life. You got to make sure when they put them plates on there, you better know where what you can live,
Yeah.
man. Don't live what you can't live. Don't do it.
Cause the people gonna be out there at the gym, they gonna be watching you. You know,
Boy,
you get
everybody get you hyped up. Next 325 on there. If you ain't never had 3 plates on there, that ain't that's a
Yeah.
different kind of feeling.
yeah. Think
Yeah.
about the embarrassment of telling them take 2 plates off, or the embarrassment of
Oh,
having a cavity in chest.
on the
Yeah.
neck, on the breastplate, I'll be stuck on your neck. You can't get up.
But say,
Yeah,
hey, you better act like Allen Iverson in there. I ain't lifting no weights like that. I ain't
Without
lifting
a
no,
doubt, this ain't
I ain't
no
lifting no crazy weights. Hey,
Hey, I
but
said I ain't lifting nothing.
I'd rather take a 100 pounds and be able to lift it 300 times than take
yes, sir.
300 pounds and lift it 5 times. you
Yeah, I
know.
know for me, every semester I evaluate myself during the semester and say, okay, I see where I need to get better at for the next semester. Even in life, every year I try to, you know, improve. I don't want to be in the same place I was, saying in 2026, I don't want to be in the same place I was in 2025. You know what I'm saying? I want to be better than I was in 2025, whatever that means, just the bar that I set for myself. I just want
Yeah,
to better
and that's a
dad,
good
better
thing.
stuff like that.
And that's a good thing. So, and a lot of people be scared to stay still. Look, if you don't grow, at least you didn't go back. Don't be negative. You know what I mean? Some years are years where stairstep years. You couldn't grow. You
Yeah,
know,
crazy. Yeah.
but the next, long as you don't go in the negative. Well, I tried to do this and I ended up way down here. Hey, sometimes you got to stop. You got to reevaluate the family. Y'all got to budget a little bit tighter. You can start back next semester, but just remember a pause ain't a period. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
we're gonna start again next semester. We're gonna start again next year. We're gonna start again next month. It ain't over just because you stop.
Right.
You're trying to get better every day, but sometimes, hey, I'm not growing financially. Hey,
Mhm.
get on
You
your
got to be
physical.
real. You
You
just got to
know,
be real with
talk to
yourself.
God. Yeah,
You got to be real
you
with
know,
yourself.
Yeah.
Would you want to say, P, if I go to the
No,
next
no,
question?
no, no. I was like, what you say? You got to be real with yourself, man,
Hmm.
and understand like what y'all was saying is like you can't dictate what everybody else do.
Mm-mm.
You gotta you gotta know you from beginning to end. Like when I did used to run track, I can't do it now. But when I
I'm just
did
making
used
fun
to
of them
run
do it.
track,
I'm pretty
like
sure you don't get tired.
Yeah.
I didn't get tired, and I was like, it wasn't never like I was just gonna be the best at it.
But
But that that
aren't
probably
your ancestry from Kenya? Ain't your ancestry from like Kenya, something like that?
probably
Yeah.
probably probably Mexico, but
Nah, Mexico for Kenya. Them little Kenya be running the marathon. Them little
uh-uh.
Ethiopian dudes.
No. My Hispanic brothers say no.
The Hispanic brother.
Nah, but like you gotta know where you at in life. That's how
You do.
that's how you gotta dictate like
Yeah.
how where you at in life. Like you know what, I ain't gonna be doing this forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I might as well settle a small little goal, set a small goal,
Right.
and then eventually big it up. Make it get bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? Hey, we went on vacation uh once this year. You know, do it. But now we're gonna go on vacation twice.
Right.
You know, because money you're gonna come across money. Cause I don't care what people say, you always gonna come across money. But it's just what you're spending on at the end of the day. Cause
So
I can make
go ahead.
30,000 look good.
Oh yeah, that's
I can make
tough.
30,000 look good.
Yeah, you gonna I don't know how you gonna make it. How you make 30,000 look good in 2025? How you make that look
It's
good?
it's easy if it's just
What
if
do
it's just
what are you gonna live at on 30,000? What do you think? What are you gonna live at?
I'm not gonna talk down on a person to
I'm
make
not.
30,000.
I'm just trying to get these
I'm
kids
not.
to understand. I'm trying to get these kids to
but
understand.
if I
Like
make 30, if I made 30
But I'm not gonna glorify it.
by myself, by
that's the
myself.
key word by yourself, and you still got to be smart. At 30, by yourself,
Yeah,
you still got to be
that's
smart.
and that's the thing. Like these kids are smart. Like a lot of these, they smarter than what we give them credit to. Cause
I'm not saying they not.
on on paper it's 30, but they really coming across 20 more thousand. They come across it like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. That ain't what I heard. It's what I know.
I'm just saying, don't stay at 30. Don't make that your baseline. Like, don't make that your bar.
Yeah,
That's all
man.
I'm saying. You can have a higher bar than 30.
God be the glory.
30 is the
Father
bare
God
minimum.
spend
That's
for
the
you.
minimum wage. That's the bare minimum. And I don't.
No,
I
guess what? But that ain't minimum wage. That's the thing. That's how hard it is to be regular, to be minimum. 30,000, like you said it wasn't nothing, but it takes so much work to get there because minimum wage, what? You don't even know what,
13.
you're so blessed. We're so blessed, we don't even know what minimum wage is.
And I
I worked
know
minimum wage before, so I know what. I
We
felt
we is, but
right
you don't
now.
know what it is right now. You can't quote it.
it's
It
13.
propelled me. I just did it on
You
the
can,
slide though. I just did it on the slide.
yeah, 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 but you ain't looked at your check and saw X amount of dollars an hour. So um,
Yeah,
So
it's
our
just
next
hard
question.
and just try.
So our next question is: how do you undo things that are second nature to you? Sometimes when you're young, you learn things that become second nature that maybe you probably. I'm gonna speak for myself. I didn't need to learn, and it took time. I'm still undoing some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't tie the knot in that shoe, and I got to get the knot out. You know what I'm saying? A
yeah,
double knot. You know?
Yeah, no, I like it's just certain stuff that I like to do that
Yeah.
I make time for, and I make those resources go to that. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money, but I designate with the resources. But as I grow, if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. If
But
I
some
like to
people
do
it's
a
second
little
nature
bit
to rob.
wrong,
Yeah, some people it's second nature to rob somebody though.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, you don't want that second
there's a
nature.
place. No, there's a place for robbers. So you
Yeah,
got to know. You
yeah.
got to know what your second nature consequences. So right is right, wrong is wrong, and I've weeded that stuff out because I want to free. I want to be free.
hmm
So just growing and knowing right from
I
wrong.
know for me, right? Spending money on stuff I don't need to spend money on, being more disciplined with money. I had to undo that because I wasn't as disciplined when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Had to undo that and put discipline in place. Take the undiscipline out. You know what I'm saying?
like
But you got to
And
be
that's a
honest with
great
yourself.
point.
To know. You got to be honest with yourself to know what you got
uh,
to undo.
Yeah,
uh,
that's a great point because some people think the answer to that is just make more money.
Mm.
uh, but
Mm-mm.
shout out to my boy Lil Robbie, man. The only thing I wish he would have did. The only thing I wish he would have did. It's same thing you be saying, Mike too. Shout out to Mike for it. Like if people can spend uh $253 and 37 cents on a pair of Jordans, you
Man.
can you can find property. But if they don't know how to find property, I know it's easy to Google, but it's so much stuff. You're like, damn, well, I don't even know how to even get to that. They can find other reasons to do the wrong stuff, and I get it. What everybody be
Yeah,
saying.
because bottle girls make a lot of money.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
also, I was like, no, hey, show them the step by step. Screen record. You
I did a
going,
video on that a while ago when
yeah.
I first started making content. I actually did a video on it, but you don't get that many views. But yeah, I did it.
Mm. No,
I did.
because and that's the thing. Like people be watching it, might not comment on it, might
Yeah.
not say nothing,
I,
but they
I,
be watching it. But each
It's,
platform,
but I think too, as a human,
it's
it
just
just
the
depends.
information, it's the presentation. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
think, and I was just saying, as a human, it depends on what your limitations are. Like when you want to know something, how deep do you want to go to know that from A to Z, right? Some people don't have the span to go, you know what? I want to know the whole process on what it takes to buy land from the auction or whatever. So I'm gonna go A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
yeah,
Some people get to C and it's like, you know what, it ain't worth it no more. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah.
gonna go buy the Jordans, you know what I'm saying? And that's
But
just kind of how I go, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
hey,
I'm not
but
down on them. I'm just saying that's kind of the
but
human psychology sometimes. You know what
I would rather take 32 people that really sit down and look at it
I'm
than
with you.
30 than 32,000 of a bunch of BS.
Yeah, 100%.
But I know that like this is how society works, and this is
Yeah.
like it's a new thing. Like everything is gonna be it's open right now.
Because there's pros and cons of everything. It's stuff people don't tell you online too. I think I talked about that when I was talking about these slides, but you be hearing people talking about they got like 10 rent houses, right? If you got 10 rent houses and let's just say you own them outright and let's make it an easy number. The property taxes is $1,000. Whether you have somebody rent that house out or not, annually you're gonna have to pay 10 racks for those 10 houses that you own. You know what I'm
They
saying?
they got
Annual.
10 houses, but they won't tell you how to get it.
No. I'm saying, but they're not telling you the cost of
It
running something like that too.
they're
That's a
not
lot of times people don't think about that, the operating costs. Like,
like this is the
I
this is
understand the gatekeeping aspect of it too. I
no, this
understand.
is the new generation. Like, dog, if you got 10 red houses and you ain't on no scam and stuff, you probably need to talk to me.
But that's
Cause
what I'm saying.
I got the money to do this.
But what I'm saying is it ain't as easy as you want to put quality people in rent houses though. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? Like I know people that have rent houses, then you put somebody in there and you go over there and check, it's a hole in the wall. Why how
Yeah.
did a hole get in the wall? You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's part of it. Like
Man, but you don't want to deal with that, man. That costs money, man. When
that's
you got slim margins,
that's fine.
and somebody punch a hole in the wall and the refrigerator dead because they doing
That's
whatever, now you
that's
got
what
to
I'm
replace that.
saying.
You know what
And
I'm saying?
that's fine. And that's fine because by the time you even find that they didn't put a hole in the wall, they already gave you about 7, 8 bands.
That don't mean you still don't want to hold in the wall. That don't mean like I'm just
You
saying. Now you
you
gave me
don't want it,
8,000.
but
Go
you
ahead and play
don't.
SummerSlam, put a hole in the wall. No,
Yeah,
man.
you don't want it, but they already gave you 7 or 8 bands.
You know what? That's a good question. I'm gonna skip the last question. This is a question like deal with you. How do you learn how to take care of stuff as an individual? Like, how do you learn how to like maintain something? You know how some people get a car and in 2 months the dough be hanging off of it, and they have a wreck like every 6 months. How do you guys maintain something like you get a car and it still is in good condition when somebody you see you in it like a year later, you haven't had like a rear end accident. You know what I'm saying?
man, it's like having kids and seeing people raise kids to take care of stuff. I
Mm.
Yeah.
noticed, I've seen people from every age almost in my life, even adults. If people don't earn it or buy it with their own money
Mm-hmm.
or make money, they don't value it as much. I know some people wreck another person's car so fast, and
So
when they
fast.
get theirs, they pay for it, they take care of it. Don't eat in my car. I
Yeah,
don't want this
exactly.
on the floor. I don't want that on the floor. So you take care of what you value.
Yeah.
No matter how expensive it is, if you don't value it, you
It's
don't
just
treat it like
there's
crap.
some people though they just it's just hard for them to take care of stuff. We done all seen people like this. They
No,
get
nobody who's ever bought a car, they try to take care of it or
you,
value.
you be people buying cars all the time, and you see them 6 months later with the Altima. It's like, man, why every car you've had, you always get a rear end on the left side, like you can't yield at lights or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know what the
Pattern.
I don't know what it is, but I see it a lot too.
Yeah. I'm just saying they just like human patterns is pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, Phil?
I will agree. Like if you never had to work for anything, like it won't be valued the same.
Yeah.
It won't. But life happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody expect their kids to put a dang on hole in the wall. It just happened because they be in there playing. We always use not we ain't
Man,
playing
what you
house.
say about your
We,
grandma? Y'all ain't putting a hole in
But
your grandma
no,
wall.
but it takes you as a parent like to know. Like, I broke a window a couple of times, but
I ain't.
discipline made
Sometimes
me
it don't even
remember.
be kids.
That made
Sometimes
me
y'all live in the
remember to
project.
not break a window again.
Yeah, but
Sometimes y'all live in the project. It ain't even the kids. It be the adults that be breaking stuff.
yeah, that too. But it also showed like yes, sometimes stuff do happen.
It's
But
like
Of
we
some
want
course.
kids, you give them a bike. Some kids, they have a bike and they mess the rim up somehow. Some kids have a bike for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
or
it. I'm just saying
shoe, or like a
it
shoes. Some people get shoes every month or every 2 months. And you get some people could take a
happens.
pair of Air Maxes or Air Forces the whole year.
My mom used to tell
So
us, you get shoes 2 times a year when school start and tax time. That's it. You better make it last forever.
mhm.
Oh, my grandma one time, she said, "What you need some new shoes for? You been kicking cans or something?"
Mm.
Grandma
And
was funny, man.
like that's one of them things we never had to worry about with shoes. Now clothes it
Yeah,
was a little different.
Yeah.
we had to
I,
worry about that, both of them.
I never had to worry about shoes ever in life. But
Yeah.
That's the
clothes,
blessing.
the
I just know
clothes,
people I've just seen like this is rough on stuff, man. They just rough on stuff, you know what I'm saying? It just depends. Sometimes you don't know better, but it's like some people they've been doing it for that's just a pattern, I guess. They just rough on stuff. Like, they get a car, they don't never change the oil. It's like little stuff like this. Like, man, you didn't have a car 3 or 4 times and you still don't want to change the oil, you know what I'm saying? Or they don't, like you say, Jay say they don't value an oil change. They'll go to Texas Roadhouse instead of getting the oil change, you know what I'm saying? Then the engine
knowing,
lock up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
knowing,
Stuff like
like
that.
like knowing it, but but it all boils down to you gotta spend time with your kids or somebody else's kids to really put some fat on their brain like that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. The next one. That's the last one. We got through it pretty quick. Dealing with beliefs. Can you challenge your beliefs and change if information is valid? Have you ever believed something and you find out some new information? You're like, you know what? I need to modify, change that belief because it's not exactly what I thought that initial belief was.
Yeah, but that's very hard to do. Because some people think it's only against God to challenge or change a belief, but God is absolute, right?
What
So
if you
if
align?
you
What
don't
if you
understand,
align your beliefs with God though? What if you align? It's like, you know what? I know
yeah,
something about
but
belief not right. I'm aligning with the
yeah,
Bible.
or like somebody like catch you up in an argument, right? Or words. So it's gets you thinking that God is false, that God is wrong. You need to
That
study
depends on who
more.
you are.
No,
That depends on
you
who you are.
can't. But you're a good arguer. But some people can't argue or find the
No, I'm
words.
saying if
But
you know that the Bible is right, if you know in your heart the Bible is right, it really ain't even no arguing or
see,
convincing.
yeah, see, oh, that's the point right there. That's your entire point. Knowing, getting new information and realizing the old information is wrong. So
You gotta know how to
what do you
apply it, right?
do?
You gotta know how to apply that, right?
Nah.
So you gotta knowing what they told you about God and what they
You can
just
read
told you. They
you
just
can
told you
you can
some new
read
information.
the Bible the 55th time and get new information in the same Bible and you learn something new too.
Absolutely. I don't
like
disagree with it. I think it's true. But
okay.
some people get to the point of suicide because they challenge my beliefs and I don't have the right comeback. It looks like they changed. I believed it and they proved me wrong. I got to change my whole belief system. what do I do? You know, so challenge your understanding, learn new information, uh, uh, put it against the Bible. You know, uh, if it's good information, it's gonna pan out. You know,
You think, Bill?
if you can prove to me that being disciplined and making a budget is better for me than the way I'm doing it, you know, I'm a change.
I agree. You know, some
Yeah,
people are down that hill. Some people say, I'm a down that hill. I don't care what you show me. I'm a down that hill. You know?
yeah.
Women can be smarter than men. I'm down there, but this woman made a higher score on ACT than you. They don't mean she's smarter. A woman graduated before you did. You didn't graduate. That don't mean she's smart. Okay.
Oh boy, for real.
Yeah, let y'all have it.
No, I just a lot of stuff I believe when I was younger. I had to modify that, man, for real. Cause man,
Through life experiences, you know,
yeah,
that's been
100%.
proven wrong. Yeah, I'll let it go.
Yeah,
You know,
worth
every argument or every game I play, I think I'm better than you. You beat me in the game of 21. You better in basketball. Today you are.
it. Yeah,
You
today,
know,
exactly.
don't mean I'm gonna stop trying. Don't mean I'm gonna get better. You know, you can block my shot. You know, I'm gonna try another way. But you know, but I gotta go, guys. I love talking to y'all.
Mm.
See
All right,
y'all
bro.
next time.
All right, we catch you.
All right, Jay.
But we almost done anyway. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, man, getting right to it. The last two questions. So it will follow just us two. What are your thoughts and beliefs based on? Your thoughts and decisions. What are you based it on? What's the foundation of what your thoughts and decisions are based on?
My thoughts. Um, it goes back to probably like the high school years. High school, and I'm 24. By the time I turn 24, 25,
Mm-hmm.
because that's my years of like really understanding like how to put this stuff together.
Mm.
And during that time, I know people wasn't on the same type of frequency that I was on.
Right.
I knew it would, because you saw so much and you learn so much.
Yeah.
Like that's really how I base everything on. Even though once you get a little older, you will see like a lot of stuff was a lie that we was taught. It wasn't the whole truth. But if you know it, like when we was growing up, they was always saying 666. That was the devil. That was the devil. That's what they were saying. And then once you get a little bit older, you would know like six protons, neutrons, and whatever. But I will say they did take a lot, and they use it against people. They took a lot and used it against it. That's why a lot of people they don't want to listen to nothing nobody else got to say
Yeah.
as far as certain doctrine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I know for me, it's just based on just a lot of experiences, either through lived and learning how to observe and learn without being told to observe, like without people telling you, just see how people moving and stuff.
mm-hmm,
Um, like coming up, like even before I'm talking about before junior high, I'm talking about just like
mm-hmm.
my memories. I mean, if I could, I remember probably too much stuff. I probably don't even remember, but I'm just saying, like seeing dudes older than you and you know grown adults like go through things, and you like, I may not understand it now, but I may understand it later when I start living life. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing a dude struggle, living life. You know, you in elementary, but he may be in his 20s, and you see every time he trying to get ahead, or every time, you know, he trying to do something, it's a struggle that happens. Or, you know, you see somebody that don't want to do right. Like they really just everybody give them all the chances in the world and they still don't want to do right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen it. And it makes you think about, like, that's why I'm big on choices and decisions, because I've seen people just, you know, even grown dudes coming up, they have great opportunities and they just don't make the right choices to understand that they in a great opportunity. And they end up, you know, talking about it later. If you can talk to them about it, it's like, man, I just didn't make good choices, bro. It's like I should have made way better choices, you know what I'm saying? And basing it off, just see how people interact with each other. Like you say, people be lying. Like there's some people that's really good at lying though. And then they'll walk in the room and everybody know that they lying. I'm talking about grown people, but everybody listening to him. He tell great stories though. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. You know what I'm saying? That's what make it funny. They know this dude lying. But he tells some of the most greatest stories. Like, they can't wait to see dude come in and tell another lie. You know
Man, it happens
and
so
then,
much.
you know, you see people get killed over a lie. You know what I'm saying? You know, a woman say so and so did this and he didn't even do it. You find out later, dude didn't even do it. She just didn't like him because he was talking to another chick. But she didn't put him out there on the bowl. Somebody gunned him down or whatever. You know, there's a lot of dudes in the grave because of a lie. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about this. So who you deal with, like that? Some dudes can deal with the wrong person, and it could cost you your life later. You didn't even think about it. Like if I deal with this person could cost me my life. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing how it can be extreme or it can be subtle. This life is like a spectrum. It can be extreme or subtle. It just depends on who you're dealing with. And you have to take that into account. You know what I'm saying? Even with homeboys, if I roll around with this dude knowing that he hot, that could be the extreme end of the spectrum. I could lose my life. You know what I'm saying?
But that's one.
You got to be objective enough to know how to look at stuff on the spectrum, because sometimes people think you judging, but no, my life is valuable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put myself in a situation. I'm going to weigh that out on the spectrum scale. Is that heavy? Is that too heavy? Or is that, you know, that's something I could deal with? You know what I'm saying? But
once you got older, you probably looked at it different. But when you really in it like that, like I didn't even know until I really got older. Like we were eating, you know what I'm saying, like jailhouse food growing up and not even knowing it. Like when they was like, man, we was eating spreads and stuff. Cause I'm working on my cousin now. We was eating spreads and stuff like at
yeah,
6, 7, 8 years old. Me not knowing, like, nah, like, dang, Cub really had us eating spreads, and uh, and learning that, like, cause some people they had a life mapped out, like how they wanted to be,
I never look at it
because
like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I never
yeah,
look at it.
because you know so much, and you was taught so much early, and they couldn't imagine a kid that's in elementary, junior high, and high school to know what they want in life, and and for parents to realize like you really failed them. That be the kicker part about it.
Like I know I didn't know what I wanted, but I know what I didn't want though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I know what I wasn't gonna do. And I think, like say, understanding, like seeing how I grew up and understanding that I don't want to eat brown beans no more. Like I'm tired of beans. Like I don't want nothing beans, man. sometimes my wife will make something and she'll put beans in. I won't eat it. And I was like, I just don't want beans. I'm beaned out. I'm greened out and I'm beaned out. You know what I'm saying? Because I ate too much. I ate so much of that when I was younger. I just don't even want it no more. But in order to not do that, I knew that I had to work and get to that point where I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, eat those things. I could choose not to eat instead of like, no, I gotta eat it because that's all I got. You know, like I say, dealing with people, man, like going to McClellan, but even before that, just working at the detail shop in BP, just seeing dudes that's like us but older, being able to identify like, okay, I don't want to do that because I see the path that most people don't see because I'm kind of closer to these dudes, seeing them every day, and I see the pain that they don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else see the rims in the car and the girls, but what they don't see is this dude always looking over his shoulder. He really can't sleep at night because you got, you know, 100 grand in the safe in the house. I mean, you can't really sleep when you got that kind of money living in the trenches. You can't really sleep at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but and that
When
that was
you be in your car more than your house, most dudes in the hood people don't realize that you really in
yeah,
your car more than you are in your house. You know what I'm saying?
and that's one of them things. Like I was taught a lot growing up, a lot,
Yeah.
and
Sometimes
like
life teach you, yeah, without them saying, I'm gonna teach you this lesson, you just watching and learning. You see what I'm saying?
mhm,
And I really kind of keyed in on that, being able to
like
learn through observation. You know what I'm saying?
like people wouldn't even believe. Like I was in GT classes for number of years, not because I didn't think I was smart, but it was just like everything was. It was so easy. Like I try to tell people like I didn't learn nothing else after seventh grade because I damn near do everything as far as the books is concerned. When I tell you like you don't learn nothing but math, that's it. That
I
was
think I
it.
was focused on learning about life, man. I think that was one of my big things, especially like how like learn about how life, like learn about life. And now that I
Like,
know better, I would tell kids like even in school, learning in school, man, is so important because if you don't, if your habits, that's the third question too, right?
mhm.
Building consistent habits.
That
When you
was
don't build those consistent habits, they will follow your bad habits will follow you in life. You know what I'm saying?
like, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
But you got to be real with yourself. I know I do. It's like,
man, when you do that, when you do that, because I really want people to really understand it. Like when you do that, it's the adults that really need this list, really
yeah,
need this talking to,
that's true.
because I had a lot of fat on my brain, real early, real early. So when I'm saying, "Hey man, hey, can you drop me off? I'm trying to go to practice," or "Hey, I'm trying to go do some yards. I really need my I need some air in my air in my tire for my bike. Damn, I can't get none of this stuff." And I always stress this. Like when kids have abandonment issues, it goes further in life, but to be abandoned real early, you're gonna build up that wall,
Yeah,
and this is the part that people don't understand. Like with these young kids, because I did it too. By the time you uh 8, 7, 8, 9 years old, can't nobody you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing because I had to fend for myself when nobody else would. They were like, man,
there's a lot of kids like they don't admit it. I don't know why parents don't admit it, but a lot of kids, their thoughts and decisions is based on fending for themselves because they don't have responsible adults. You know what I'm saying? Guiding them. Yeah, that's real. That's 100% real.
Like it was cool. Like trust me, like my grandma did. She raised me a lot. My grandma and my aunts and my mom.
Yeah.
With one uncle. You know what I'm saying?
My mom, man, boy, she didn't play no game. My grandma was nice. She raised, but she was nice, subtle approach. But my mom, though, man, boy, she didn't play no game. But she's always say stuff too, like, I don't know why you letting these dudes influence you like this. She say stuff like that. How you gonna be a leader, not a follower? You know what I'm saying? Stop letting these dudes. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say about me. We letting these dudes get you in trouble. You don't want to go get the whooping, not them. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to challenge me like that, along with the whooping, but she used to challenge me like that.
I had one uncle from the west side. One uncle here in Little Rock. And his partners, like, nah, it was like, nah. Like it wasn't no it wasn't no time to have put your feelings in the air. No. You gotta be that's all it was. Like you gotta be solid. Stand on your morals, stand on your principles.
As a
And
man,
learn.
you gotta do that, man. I know people always talking about being vulnerable and stuff, but man, when you're a provider, man, you sign up for a different. When you sign up to be a provider, you having kids as a man, if you really about their life, you signed up to be a provider, whether you married or not. You got to provide for their kid. And in order to be a stud or be like a pillar, man, you gotta think pillars take every kind of weather and they still standing. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you got to. I mean, I know people be saying, "Nah, man, you gotta listen, man."
It took time. It took time because I knew what I was. I knew by the time 11, 12, excuse me, I was already a monster by then.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I was already that monster. Like, no, I'm talking about gang banging and smoke.
Yeah.
I'm talking about fully and still can read a book, articulate words like no other. Like no
What
other.
drew you to gang banging though? Like, what do you think if you could think what drew you to
it's survival. Survival.
So you feel like you had to do it. You didn't have no other choice.
You had to, man. You had to. Like,
so reflecting back now, you still feel like you had to reflect.
Man, it wasn't no play. You know what I'm
saying? I'm trying to get people to see this picture because sometimes parents don't realize.
It wasn't no play. Like
parents don't realize when you stay in the South Side. Like I don't know if parents do. They just hope that you didn't get caught up in them. But like when you move to these areas, what do you expect your kids gonna go through? You know what I'm saying?
Like
you can't go with your kid everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Like that's why I would say, like, man, I was born on the West. So I seen. I'm talking about Highland Quarter. I'm talking about the real Highland Quarter, the Carter.
I'm with you.
The Carter.
But I think though, man, the best thing that I learned that I've seen people do, or the people that's like older than us is like doing good, is they even told me this: you got to learn how to not hold on to nothing, man. You got to learn how to keep moving, man. Because there's like if you hold on to stuff, it'll hinder you so much. You know, I'm talking about like old dope dealers and dudes that don't even do it no more. Like, man, I can't hold on. Even though I did what I did, I didn't like it, but I still had to move on, let it go. You know what I'm saying? In order to go to something else, man. Get to a more healthier place. It is hard, man, to let stuff go, but it's something that you definitely got to learn how to do. Not hold on to the past, because when you become an adult, it's your turn now. The kids don't realize that when you move out your parents' house, all the stuff you complained about your parents and what they didn't do and all this, it's your turn. It's gonna be your turn now.
You're gonna see it.
It's gonna be your turn. Are you gonna make good decisions, or are you gonna keep doing? You're gonna recycle the same thing because Because like I say, sometimes a couple of bad decisions and then the snowball start. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get it back. You know, it take a long time to get it back. You gotta let the momentum die. You know what I'm saying?
And I know that, like, I really do,
Yeah.
because but also, like, I'm not too far away from it, because I know, like, this is a new generation of young people,
Yeah.
like the young bulls that was watching me when I was out here thugging like that. Not saying that I was out here robbing people and booth or whatever. No, I was just
Yeah.
thugging. Like really, I had to find my way,
Yeah.
because everything everything that everything that I was explaining, I was waiting on a lot of people to catch up. Like, no, like, I had the grown person's mentality. Like, we stayed next door to the juke joint. So clubbing is like been there, done that.
Yeah. Before we get out of here too, before we close out, I think that's
Yeah,
one thing I learned too, is that you have to uh do your journey whether everybody
man.
is caught up or not. You still got to make it happen because
Man.
it's you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some people don't want to catch up. You say, man, y'all need to catch up. Man, I ain't doing that for what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah. So me being 27, uh
All right.
nah, but like, that's why I'm a little bit older than what my age really is. Like, no, we're about 60, 70 years old. Like, how old are you? Like, yeah. Yeah.
Boy, Highlander. Say, boy, you a Highlander, man. But all right, guys, we better get ready and sign out this thing, man. And want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for everybody who's been supporting. Like, share, and subscribe. Anything you want to say before we get up out this thing?
Oh yeah, next year gonna be it's gonna be a it's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah.
Next year gonna be a good one. And gonna have some surprise guests. A lot of interviews gonna be coming up.
Oh yeah.
So Jerry Hart, Kim Adams, Cedric Cox, uh
Yeah.
what's my boy? What my quarterback boy from Fair?
Top Forte.
Ty Forte. Y'all better get on this podcast. Too Tall, uh Plant. Don't worry, it's going down.
All right, guys. We're about to sign out this thing. Catch you on the next one. Remember, you can be great. Just got to think, man. You can be the smartest person in the room. You just got to stop and think. And with that, we will catch you on the next Thinking Game podcast.
There can be only one.